Hello, good morning dear students. In the previous class we were discussed about how to read data from a file and how to write data into a file. Today we can discuss about appending to file. Okay, next topic is appending data to a file. What is mean by appending? Append means to add. If we want to add more data to a file which already has some data in it, we will be appending data. In such a case, use the access mode A. R is used for reading data, W is used for writing data, but A is generally using for appending data to a file, which means open for writing, and if it exists, first step is open for writing, and if it exists then append data to the end of the file. Some data already will be there in that file, we can append another data to the end of the particular file. Okay, in Python we can use the A mode to open an output file in append mode. This means that if the file already exists, it will not be erased. If the file is already there, it will not erase, but if the file does not exist, it will be created. Okay, if the file does not exist, new file, that file will be created. When data is returned to the file, it will be returned at the end of the file's current contents, which means when we return data to the file, it will be returned at the end of the file's current contents. Current contents means already some contents will be there in that file, and new data will be returned at the end of the current contents. Okay. Appending data can explain with an example. Did you see here one notepad file is given? You already familiar with this file. Previous programs also we discussed based on this notepad file. Okay, our next program also based on this file. That's why I am giving this notepad file here. Okay, please look into this file. Hello user, you are working with Python files, for lines are there. Okay, then now we can move to next program. Before that we can discuss the syntax of appending data. Did you see file object equal to open within parenthesis file name comma A. A is used for append. Okay, accessing mode is A. You already familiar with the syntax of reading data and writing data. In the case of reading data, R is used, writing data W is used. Okay, then here file object equal to open file name comma A. Then F equal to open test1.txt. What is file object F? Then equal to open, what is file name? test1.txt. What is test1.txt? We already discussed, already displayed one notepad file. Do you remember that? Okay, that notepad file name is test1.txt. Then comma accessing mode append A. Okay, then now we can move to its practical implementation. Program to add data to an existing file. Already one file is there. That file contains 4 lines of data. Hello user, you are working with Python files. Okay, we are going to add, or we are going to append some more data with that original file. Okay, program to add data to an existing file. Please look into this program. F equal to open test.txt comma A, opening file in append mode. We already opened one file with append mode. Then F dot write within parenthesis double quotes symbol syntax of the language /n. Then double quotes closed. Then again next F dot write makes Python programs easy to read and write within double quotes. Then print within parenthesis double quotes more data appended to the file. After that file closed, f dot close. What is its meaning? F equal to open test dot txt comma a. Okay, do you remember that notepad file test dot txt? Okay, test dot txt comma a. That notepad file name is test dot txt. Then f dot write symbol syntax of the language. In the previous notepad file, which included 4 lines, hello user, you are working with Python files. Now we are going to add next line to that file. Okay, when we add next line to that file, what will happen? That newly added lines will be appended at the last of that content. Okay, f dot write symbol syntax of the language. Then next line, f dot write makes Python programs easy to read and write. 2 lines we added, symbol syntax of the language, then makes Python programs easy to read and write. Okay, then print more data appended to the file. Print more data appended to the file means when we execute this program, you will get output as more data appended to the file. Okay, here we added 2 lines. Did you see? F dot write symbol syntax of the language, f dot write makes Python programs easy to read and write. 2 lines we added. After adding these 2 lines, we will get a message print more data appended to the file. After that f dot close, that means that file is closed. Okay, this is the program to add data to existing data in the file. Now we can check its output. Please look into its output part. More data appended to the file. How we got that message? We already given print more data appended to the file after writing 2 sentences. Okay, then after getting this output, we can open our previous notepad file. Please look into that second window. What is its output? Hello user, you are working with Python files. That 4 lines are already there. Okay, we already created a notepad file which contains 4 lines. Hello user, you are working with Python files. Now we added 2 more lines. We appended 2 more lines with the code f dot write symbol syntax of the language. Symbol syntax of the language is the first line. Then next line also added, f dot write makes Python programs easy to read and write. That sentence also appended with that previous file. Did you see that output? Hello user, you are working with Python files. After that symbol syntax of the language, that first sentence is added, or first sentence is appended with the previous file. Okay, then next sentence also added, makes Python programs easy to read and write. Now total 6 sentences are there. Already 4 sentences are there in that notepad file. 2 more sentences added with that file, or 2 more sentences appended with that file. This process is called appending data. We can add new data with the previous datas. Okay, now we can move to another practical implementation related with appending data to a file. Okay, next program is design and code a program that asks the user to input their name along with age and store the data in a text file, which means we can input or we can give any name and age. Okay, after that name and age will store in a text file. Did you see here one flowchart is there, that representation of that program? That flowchart is given here. That flowchart is started with start, then input name. That means we can give any name to that file. Then input age also given. then save name plus age, that name and age will store in a file. Okay, name is given, age is given, and both name and age will store in a file. Then end, that process is over. Then please look into its corresponding program. Name equal to input, enter your name. Age equal to input, enter your age. Okay, two values means name and age. Two values we already given, input enter your name, then age equal to input enter your age, then f equal to open user details dot txt comma a. Now we are going to open a file, its name is user details dot txt, then comma a. You know the meaning of a, append. Then f dot write name, then f dot write age, then f dot close. Here name equal to input of enter your name, age equal to input enter your age. Using these codes we can give name and age. After that there is a file user details dot txt, that file will open user details dot txt, then comma a is used for append. Okay, now we given age and name, then f dot write name. What is its meaning? That given name will write to that file, that means given name will save in that file. F dot write age, we already given one age, that age will write to a file, that means that age will save to that file. Then f dot close, that means that file will close. What is our aim? Our aim is to write a program that asks the user to input their name along with the age and store the data in a text file. That means that data will save in a text file. Okay, here age and name are given. Okay, age and name are given. Please look into its output window. Did you see? There is a message, enter your name, enter your age. Okay, these two messages we already given in that program. Name input, enter your name, age equal to input, enter your age. Then here one name is given Ringu, then enter your age 23. Okay, then another name, enter your name Angit, enter your age 25. Okay, here what is our aim? Store the data in a text file. Datas we already given, enter your name and enter your age, Ringu 23, Angit 25. These two datas we given. Then next process is to store data in a text file. Okay, for that we already given corresponding codes, f dot write of name, f dot write of age. Okay, then please look into that notepad window, user details dot txt. In that window, Ringu 23, Angit 25. Okay, two names and two ages. How we got that output? In the program, name and age are given. Then after that user details dot txt file is opened. Then f dot write, that write of name, that corresponding name, and f dot write of age, corresponding age are entered or stored or saved to this notepad file. Did you understand what I say? Once again I repeating, name equal to input enter your name, age equal to input enter your age. That two messages we already given in that program, and when we execute this program we will get the message enter your name, enter your age. Okay, then at that time we can give any name and age. After that in that codes, in that program codes, there is a opening file codes, f equal to open user details dot txt comma a. After opening that file we can write these names and age to the file. Okay, age, these names and the age to notepad file. F dot write of name, F dot write of age. And finally we will get the result. We will get the notepad file with two names and two ages. Okay, two names and two ages. What is that file name? User details dot txt. Okay, it is another example for appending data, and that appended data to stored in a file. Anyway, these are the examples of appending data to a file. Okay, you kindly practice all these programs, then only you will get the correct idea about this topic. Anyway, next our topic is binary file operations, that we will discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.